Hi, Ishita. Truth has prevailed today. Truth is eternal, is what the courts of Karnataka have thundered. In the courts of justice, there hai and there nahi. Every woman in this country, tomorrow any such incident happens, she can blindly come and tell her what has happened with her. Is a sort of an empowerment that the courts have decided today. Look at the irony. This particular gentleman, Prajwal Revanna, is a ex-MP himself. It's height of hypocrisy. It's heights of political idiocy, in fact. He is a grandson of Deve Gowda, the former Prime Minister. Look at the victims. A maid, housemaid in her house, who cries when he was about to rape, that I have given food to your father, I have given food to you as a child, and you are trying to rape me, is what she said. And today the courts have thundered, telling that no, however huge you are, however big you are not bigger than the system, you are not bigger than the law of this country, you are not bigger than the constitution. Today, all such politicians who feel they are bigger than the law, it's a lesson for every politician in this country that no one can take the law for granted. No one can take the modesty of a woman for granted. Even if she is a have-not, today the haves feel that they can do whatever they want with the have-nots. Women too are have-nots of this country, irrespective of which caste or religion they belong. And continuously for ages they have been discriminated. Only few women come out, like the woman of KR Nagar who has come to seek justice. But how many women just silently sit in their house after these rapists rape them? This particular judgment tomorrow, when the judge gives the quantum of judgment, very important. If it is more than 10 years or at least 10 years, it will be a lesson for all the rapists in this country. However big you are, modesty of women will not be at stake. The courts of this country will deliver justice to each and every woman of this country. No one can take women for granted. And look today, this is just one of case. Still he has 3 more cases pending, Isha. We have to see that, there are nearly hundreds of, women is what people say. Few people are lawmakers. They were JDP presidents, Taluk Panchayat members. They were office bearers of JDS. Look at who is Mr. Prajwal. Prajwal belongs to a political party, JDS, which is aligned with the ruling establishment, the BJP. And today, the BJP and the JDS, who are the alliance partners in Karnataka, are responsible to the people of Karnataka that these sort of rapists should not be allowed in the party. Tomorrow, no party, whether it is JDS or BJP, should talk on behalf of such rapists, is all what I am going to say today.
Bye.
Ishita, every crime has a trial. And this is a great learning for all the prosecution team and the investigation teams of the police and the legal fraternity. Every criminal leaves a trial. And if the prosecution team and the investigation team does its job right, there will be many more verdicts, is all I'm saying. This is a good news for the SIT of Dharmasthala. And now people of Karnataka will be looking at this, how the courts have delivered the verdict. And that too in a record time, within 14 months. I have never seen a case of this stature, especially of such a powerful politician, especially a grandson of a former prime minister, a son of a minister and an ex-MP himself. Trial happening in 14 months. Hats off to the judiciary, hats off to all those judges out there. Hats off to the witnesses who stood the time, who felt that no, however big he is, I have to deliver justice. The justice system in the country is very, very important. None of the witnesses, faltered. The investigation team did a very good thing. Now this is one-off case. Please understand, there are 3 more cases. And hats off to whatever the senior cop, as a retired ADGP was telling. The electronic evidences helped this case. And this is going to be the order of the day for judiciary in this country, where digital evidence is going to be very, very vital. The parliament should bring more laws which give more credibility to digital evidence. And we have to make sure that, that all those rapes against innocent women, these guys have to be brought to book, however big they are. Justice is same for everyone. Justice is same for the maid also. Justice is same for the son of the prime minister. The grandson of the prime minister also is what this verdict has said. Any maid, that maid today in KR Nagar would be elated. She will be saluting our judicial system. She will be saluting our police. And this is exactly what people ask out of judiciary and the...
All right, Mr. Satyaprakash, Prakash, now let me come back to you. How significant, according to you, is this case in showing that even those coming from powerful families can actually be held accountable?
See, now there is a case which is going on already, the Dharmasthala case,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
People of Karnataka are looking at this case with now the belief of people of Karnataka, the ordinary citizens, has gone up tenfolds. Whenever in a democracy the judiciary does its duty, the citizens feel elated. Now people in Karnataka are feeling, if a grandson of the prime minister can be booked by the court and can be found guilty and a punishment is given, why not in the case of Dharmasthala, however mighty they might be? There are reports that, there are dozens of young women who have been raped there and buried. And now, the whistleblower has come out in the open and the case is going, and there also the SIT is formed. Now, this is a glorious opportunity for the SIT to do its job correctly, to collect enough evidence. If the SIT does its job correctly and the prosecution, once the case comes into the court, the prosecution does its due diligence correctly, there is no doubt in my mind that everyone in Karnataka will get justice. Any woman whose modesty has been at risk, whose modesty has been taken for granted by those at the helm of the affairs or who are at mighty positions, this is a warning to all of them. Don't play with the modesty of a woman. Don't play with the modesty of the have-nots. The day the law of the land, the prosecution, the police does its job correctly, you all will be behind bars. Whole of Karnataka is now looking at Dharmasthala. The courts have thundered, however big you are. If anyone plays with the modesty of a woman, you all will be booked and sent to jail, is what this case has given confidence to people of Karnataka. Now, all the 7 crore Kannadigas will be looking at SIT, which is investigating in Dharmasthala, to do their duty diligently, collect all possible evidences, and then they, along with the prosecution team, if they act in synergy, no criminal in this country can go scot-free, believe me. No criminal will go scot-free. And what is very important, my dear friends, is once such judgments come, and once the criminals know that they cannot go scot-free, every woman in this country will feel elated that she can go on the roads without any fear, because all the criminals will have a fear that the police will definitely catch them if they do something untowardly, looking at the modesty of the woman. So this is a great case. The people of Karnataka are elated, however big you might be. However big you might be, however mighty you might be, however powerful you might be. It is a lesson for all politicians also, that, you need to keep your, this thing in check when it comes to modesty of women. You cannot take the justice for granted. And if the women, like it has happened in Karnataka, where they have stood by whatever complaints they have given, all the witnesses have stood the ground in the court. And if everything happens as it has happened in case of Prajwal Revanna case, I am confident that the SIT of the police SIT which was formed, and the justice will give justice to all those who are buried in Dharmasthala also, is what I am trying to tell.
Absolutely. Mr. Sanjay Sahai for the case. I believe Mr. Satyaprakash wants to make a point, sir. I don't have much time, so if you want to make a quick point. Yeah.
I'll just take 30 seconds, like what DGP sir said, that when we are looking at those cases, not going to its logical end. Karnataka, we are seeing cases coming to a logical end because the Indian judicial report says that, 2025, Karnataka is ranked at #1 when it comes to, police, prisons, judiciary and legal aid. And we have scored nearly 6.78 out of 10, goes a long way to say that these agencies are doing their job. as what is expected of them is all I want to say.
All right, Mr. Satya